The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and
a big loss here as he's taken down. Deshaun Hall in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to air one out. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On 1st down, it's Newton. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. Shifts by him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Hey, 20.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Newton throwing again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Newton now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Oh, stays up. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we come an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
From the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They start the drive with Cook, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The tackle made by Deshaun Hall. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Carolina getting set to take the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey.
Newton on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Gun. Hey, get right down.
From the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and 6.
Set. Blue 90.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10.
Gun. Detroit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On third down, Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he knocks it through. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Again, this is Cook, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hall in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deshaun Hall in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll go on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Newton's going to throw it. That's Samuel, caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. Stephon Diggs, the 20, 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing here, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out. And I know we did not air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Panthers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You